I'm just going to go through BTS Global Fan Club. I'm giving away some free memberships to my channel, and it's for 1 month free, and I'll probably give it away in about around 4:30 or so. And so yeah, just make sure that you opt in so that you can get free gifts. Okay, and then let me see if I can add this. Let me know if you can see this, you guys. There. And okay. Oh, awesome. Forest Eater, welcome. Okay, you just found the channel today. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, I'm really sorry about that. I know it's so hard to lose a pet. And I don't know, I lost my Ariel, a year ago, and I still really miss her. And I hang on to some keepsakes so that I can remember her. But welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm glad you found the channel. Yes. So Larry, thank you for coming along with the ride, for the ride. This is a BTS live stream, and I wanted to just sort of dedicate a whole live to this, because that way we can just kind of, fangirl, fanguy about our main musical group. And I think if you watched my going to the BTS concert alone video, you'll know that I was kind of in the closet about, my love for BTS. And it kind of comes from, they are basically Korea, so they're categorized as K-pop. And I don't know, it just seemed like it was too young for me, and maybe a little bit too popular as far as the music's concerned. And then when I actually did hear their music, I was so impressed, and they got me through some tough times. It was back in 2020 while we were down in lockdown, and I was able to just really go through their whole discography and learn more and more about them. And I just realized, how talented they were, or are, how talented they are. And really their personalities and things really got to me too. So let me just check the chat and see. Okay, yes. So I'm going to just, let's see, I'm going to see if I can change this. Okay, so one thing I did want to do is I wanted to from that video when I went to the concert, I received so many really great comments from everyone. And so this is I just pulled a few, and there's so many. But I thought maybe I could just kind of read through, some of these. And it really does speak to the fandom. And the fandom, as you all know, is known as ARMIE. And for those ARMIE who are a little bit older, and who sort of, are comfortable with it, we're also known as Silver ARMIE. So, so this one is from someone in Korea. And she says, "My friend, I'm writing this comment because your video was so moving. I'm a friend of yours who was born in South Korea and has lived here for over 60 years. My sister, who is 8 years older than me, is a BTS fan. So I'm following the same path. Anyway, I support your life in America and your future ahead. Who knew that South Korea would develop like this and that a day like this would come? Long live BTS." And it's so true. I mean, first of all, it's amazing that this group, so this musical group attracts everyone around the world, and we can all come together as fans and love their music and support them, because in a lot of ways they support us. They're really great to their fans. You know, they're great to ARMY. This one is from Lisa Caregiver ARMY. And she says, "I'm 66 and I'm ARMY 10 toes down. My heart feels lighter. I feel like not only did I find them in a way, they found me. I would love to go to a concert and have made it a priority on my bucket list." Yes, totally. And again, that's kind of the way I felt like they found me when I was kind of at my lowest point. And it was such an uplifting, experience just going down that rabbit hole. Yes. Oh, yes. BTS Global Fan Clubs. Yes. So the gift is 1 month for membership to my channel. Yes. And what happens is that after the month, it's not an auto renewal. So you will be asked if you'd like to join. So I really like that. So you're not accidentally opting in. And so that's a good thing to mention. I'll be giving away 5 free memberships for the channel membership. And just make sure that you opt in. There should be some sort of like little gift icon or something, and you can go ahead and just select that you will accept gifts. And that would be really great. Let's see. And I'm going to need my glasses because I can't see. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. You're going to a concert for the first time by myself on the 22nd. Oh, traveling alone. Oh my gosh. Don't be scared. You're going to have a great time. And I think that's the beauty. Let me just read you. This comment right here. And let me see if I can move it forward here. Okay. I'll go back, but it is Anxious Army Edmonton. I have a few different anxiety disorders, including a severe social anxiety disorder. But when I got to the concert venue, I had never felt less anxious in such a huge crowd. Being surrounded by other ARMIES, it felt like I was at home. And that's how it felt for me as well. I instantly felt comfortable. And actually, since I took the train over, I was walking. I just started talking to ARMIES that were walking along to get to the venue. And it's like you instantly make friends and connections. We're able to help each other as far as like, finding our seats and things like that. It's such a welcoming and warming sort of, space, I guess. And I think you're going to have such a great time. So on the 22nd, what city is that going to be in? Is that Chicago? And I'm going to just check the chat here. No, for Cedar, no worries. You're so welcome here. And, sometimes it's nice to, I don't know, take a little break, so you can give your heart a little rest. So you're very welcome to stay if you'd like, but it is BTS talk. Oh, Marion by the Sea. I also traveled solo and did an amazing BTS tour. And oh my gosh, you went to Seoul. That's so great. Was that your first time in Seoul? I would love to go. Oh, Mystic's Shining. Hi. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much, Mystic Shining. It's so great to see you. Go outside today. Hello, welcome. Oh, new Silver Army here. Oh my gosh, in Australia. Yeah. You'll have a great time. I think you're going to have an amazing time. Have you been a BTS fan for a while now, or are you pretty new to finding them? Oh, Tara Hirose? Is it Tara Hirose? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. You'll also be going to a concert. Are you going to the one in Los Angeles? Okay. Very new. Well, welcome. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it was your first trip to Seoul. That's incredible. It must have been amazing. How was the food? I would probably gain 20 pounds right away. I love Korean food. Oh, Toronto. Okay, that's so exciting. BTS Global Fan Club. Do you live in Canada or in Toronto? Awesome. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep reading these comments. I think they're really interesting. This one is from Truth Seeker. She says, I'm 74 and Caucasian. I'm profoundly moved by what you said. When you were smiling at the concert, I could see the 20-something in you emerge onto your face. Joy makes people glow, makes people young. I love that. I definitely felt young. I just enjoyed myself so much. I didn't want the concert to end. That's how much fun I was having. And I would say I was on a high all throughout, even going home, even though it was really late and way past my bedtime. But yeah, doing things like this is not something that I normally do, but I am realizing that I need to give myself permission to have those impractical joys, and stop pushing them away, because we deserve them. Our lives can't just be run with practicalities. We have to feed our soul, and I think that's really important. We've probably been, working really hard at our jobs. We probably have been busy taking care of children, taking care of elderly parents, taking care of our animals. And sometimes we forget to do for ourselves, and we don't put ourselves first. We often put ourselves last, I think. So I think going to this concert, not being afraid to just go, even though, my best friend was working that day and she couldn't make it, to just go ahead and do it. it really taught me something that I think also what's so important, if you're in this second half of life, we realize we don't have all the time in the world. So now is the time. Also, I don't know how long I will be mobile. And don't get me wrong, I get so many comments from, 70, 80-year-olds, even 90-year-old ARMIE, and they're still doing great. And I hope that will happen for me as well, but you never know. So, do things while you can. That's kind of sort of the stage I'm in right now. And that's why, I've created that, my 60s list. And it's not really a bucket list. It's more about just putting anything that I want to experience or anything that I think I should do, and it's not, doesn't have to be travel the world or, anything huge. It could be small too. It could be, Dana, you love the library, but you always push it away and hardly ever go. Why don't you put it on that list? Make it happen, things like that. So I'm going to go back to the other one right here. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're doing okay, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Solo Traveler says, I'm 64 and really excited to go to the Baltimore show in a couple of weeks. And I think that means they already just finished the Baltimore show, right? Or they're doing it right now. And what you said about doing it imperfectly, and even if you're not quite ready, really resonates with me. I'm much more excited to see our boys in concert, and I know it will all work out fabulously. Yes, definitely. Oh yeah, I think in Baltimore there was some really bad storms, right? Or something like that. So I think they had maybe some technical or weather issues. Oh, Milk. Hi, welcome. So good to see you. Oh, I love your handle. Oh yeah. One Busy Mama, are you a BTS fan? So One Busy Mama and I go back way, way back when I was, I had my thrifting business and I was primarily doing thrifting videos. And it's so fun to see your handle up there. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you find that my demeanor is good. Like I say, I'm a turtle. Growing up, I didn't want to be a turtle. I wanted to be quick, fast, hustle culture, take on as much as I could. But the thing is I kind of come from a family of turtles. My grandmother, my Okinawan grandmother, her first name is Kameko, which means little turtle. I named my youngest daughter, her middle name's Kameko, so she's also a little turtle. And my mom she's always moved very, very slow. And it's always drove me crazy. And I think in a lot of ways, I think I'm turning into my mom. And isn't it funny how we kind of, we do that as we get older? Maybe we start favoring one of our parents. Yes, so let's see. And then, okay, we also have another, oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't turn this. Let me see, is it back? No, it's this way. There we go. Is that right? I lost it. Oh, sorry, that's a surprise. There it is. Okay, sorry. So Marigold and Mint says, "Oh my, Dana Finewell, thank you so much for sharing your story with such honesty and vulnerability. I'm 60 and also on the same journey of more fully embracing my Asianness and Korean American identity after living here most of my life and feeling less deserving just for being Asian. May we continue growing in our love for our full selves and live with uninhibited joy." Yeah, I love this one as well. Um, I think, again, growing up I grew up in the 70s and 80s. And back then, I just remember my favorite show was The Brady Bunch as a younger child. And then when I got a little older, my favorite show was Charlie's Angels. So I just remember, Marsha Brady, Farrah Fawcett. They were like so beautiful. They were the beauty standard, right? And I just felt so far removed from that kind of beauty. I think I do feel like it's much better now. There's more of an inclusiveness and more of a global sense of what's beautiful. It's a little bit more open now, but back then it's sort of I think in a lot of ways kind of shaped who I am, you know? And so that was the beauty of going to the BTS concert, learning about BTS, going to see them. They are unapologetically Korean. And I love that, you know? Um, and they're so out there. They're such great showmen. They're great performers. They make me feel proud to be Asian, even just because there's some representation that I can sort of identify with. And so it was really great. And going to the Stanford Stadium, watching the concert, I was really amazed with the crowd, with ARMIE. ARMIE is so diverse. It's diverse not only with ethnicity, but it's also very diverse with age. And also, I have to say, there were quite a few men there. And I felt, again, I felt really proud of, BTS for, I don't know, opening it up so that, now there are men who can be openly fans. And I thought that's really, really cool. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, right? Brady Bunch and Charlie's Angels. I know. I still love them. Oh, that's awesome. I know, I know, I know. Arirang, every time I hear Body to Body and Arirang comes in, I get chills. I get chills and I get a little teary-eyed. I don't know why it hits me so hard. But it just kind of I don't know, it sounds kind of spiritual to me. It sounds like a folk song. It sounds really old. And I think that's what it is. It kind of hits me in my heart. And I love it. I also recently watched the Netflix comeback documentary about BTS. And I've been really looking forward to that. I took a little turtle day, which means that I allowed myself to sort of do nothing. And that meant I allowed myself to watch that documentary, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I loved getting a peek into their creative process on how they created their album. And it was fascinating because you take 7 very talented, creative people, and how do you come up with one spectacular album? I mean, everybody has their own opinions, right? So, how they worked out how they were going to put Arirang into Body to Body, I thought was really fascinating. How half of them actually weren't even on board with it. They wanted it maybe like just a little touch of it. And then the other half said, no, we want it longer. But then I guess it was, I don't know, I guess management came in and really suggested the long version. And then they finally all agreed. But I'm really glad they put the long version in. So that's so awesome. Yes. So, Milk, have a great time at the Chicago concerts. That's coming up very soon. Yes. Yeah. Arirang is an old folk song. That's what they were saying in the documentary, which was very. You could tell. You can feel it. Okay, so I think we can move on to what's next. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. So while you are thinking about this, I thought we'd do a fun one and say, who's your bias and who's your bias wrecker? I'd love to know. And in the meantime, I'm going to figure out how I can do the memberships because I don't know how. I'm using this new platform called Streamyard, and I am totally lost. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I know I'm really scattered. It's just because I don't understand. I don't understand this program. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I do hope that I can. Okay, I don't know how to do this. Let me go back. Let me think for a minute. I need to do this. Go live. And then here, this one. Okay, so I'm going to try this and see. So if you guys bear with me, I really hope this works out. It might not. Oh, thank you so much, Marianne. I promise the next one will go smoother. I'll practice and everything. Although, see, I practiced this afternoon earlier and everything went fine. It was just hooking it up to YouTube that is the problem. Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous to do this, but okay, so let me try and see what happens. Oh, okay, there it is. And then I do, where's the gifting? Is it this one? Uh-oh, membership gifting. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And, oh, that's interesting. Okay. So I just said, okay. Tara Hiroshi, Bats Don't Kill, Kelly Carrick, Jackie D. McKeever, Great Lakes Gal. Congratulations, you're in the membership. Yay. Awesome. Okay, that's awesome. Let's see. I wonder if I should do this. Let me just ask if I should close it. Okay, done. Should I close it or just keep both open? Keep both open. Okay, let me try that. Okay, keep both open. Okay, there we go. Tara Hirose, you're welcome. Yes, I'm so, yeah, I do hope you enjoy being in the membership. One thing that I'm very proud of is that I created an app, and it's called Keepsake Diary, and I'm giving it away to my all my members for free. So, you know, that's something that you can go ahead and get right away. So just check out the welcome members community post when you go into the members channel section, and there will be one long post in which it outlines all the different perks. So yes, so you know, and then what I'm working towards is making my app available to the public. You know, and once I do that, I think what's going to happen is that any new members who download the app, they'll only be able to use it free while they're members. And then, you know, once they decide they want to leave the membership, then they have the option to pay for the app. But for now, all members can have it free, and they're grandfathered in. So just a little tidbit about the membership. So yeah. And I'll definitely say hello to everybody. Oh, Laura's here. Hello. Okay. Hi, Laura. Jimin and Junie, RM. Yes. They're so awesome. I just got done pet providing. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Laura. So I'm so happy to see that you're doing the pet care, and is that going well for you, or are you going crazy because now you have 2 jobs? Ah, Patricia. Oh my gosh. Patricia, you are so awesome. Yay. Thank you so much. Emma, welcome. Yeah, this is a BTS related live stream, and you're welcome. Even if you're not a fan, love to have you. Patricia just gifted 10 memberships. So thank you so much, Patricia. Let's take a look over here. Wow. Oh my gosh. And Patricia is a member and she is a wonderful patron. And I'd like to thank all of you who are members, who like the videos, who watch the videos, who subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your support, because without you, I just wouldn't be able to do this channel. So I really appreciate all of you. I love all of you. I look forward to these chats and lives and, seeing your comments. I may not be able to respond quickly to comments. And in some cases, when I get thousands of comments on a video, I might not be able to, respond, but I do read them. I do heart and like them all. So, I really appreciate you all. So thank you. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, so Patricia, are you a BTS fan? And then, yeah, I was just curious. I'm assuming you are. You're OT7. Yay. So you don't have a bias. No bias for you, right? No bias wrecker. Oh, Mystic Shining. Mystic Shining is OT7 as well. Yes. Okay, all 7. I'm just going to go through. Make sure. And if I miss any of you in the chat, please send me another comment so I can see it. And I'm so sorry. Okay, go outside today. Jimin, but sugar intrigues me. Yes. Jimin, we got a lot of Jimin biases in here. Yes. Oh, Tara, your bias is V and your wrecker is Jimin. And also Jungkook and Jin. I think what I am, I think what I am is Jungkook is my bias, and then OT7 or OT6. The rest of them are my wreckers. It's so hard to figure, Suga is your bias. Yes. Tara, yes, because of BTS, I have learned to embrace my Asian identity more happily and proudly. Totally. Me too. Have to fit into a Western idea of beauty to be beautiful. Yes. Yes, I love that. I agree. And I think, once I had children, daughters in particular, I just really felt like there was a need for inclusiveness, of all different kinds of beauty, all kinds of different people. So I thought that was really important. Oh, we have new comments. Let's see. This is disturbing. How would it look like if it were 50-year-old men drooling over these young men? Oh my goodness. You know what? We won't be mad at you. We would totally understand. And that's the whole thing about Jimin, right? That's the, I don't know, the insider joke about Jimin is that he attracts even the straight men. They just, can't deny his beauty. Especially with his long blonde hair. I mean, come on. It's awesome. Okay, yes. You love them all the same. Yes. Yeah, well, once you gym in, you can't gym out. That's the truth, Mystic Shining. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Patricia, you're going to the concert in September 1st. Oh, okay. Oh. Are you going to go with your 15-year-old daughter too? The two of you going together? That's so great. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, she's 15. That's a tough age. Oh, I remember when my daughters were that age. It was a really tough time. Especially with my younger daughter, she went through a very, very rebellious period, as they tend to do, you know, when they're teenagers. So that's so funny. You're married to all 7 of them. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it just depends on who comes up on screen. I'm in love with that one. No, now I'm in love with this one. No, yeah. They're all amazing. They're all amazing. Laura, I grew up looking like my dad's family, mostly Swedish. My mom's side with the brown hair, hazel eyes, which my brother got. I'm just an ordinary, but my brother has always been good looking. Yeah, no, you are, I know you are a beautiful person, Laura. I know it. And brown hair and hazel eyes is beautiful too. Yes. All right, so I think we got all our biases out of the way, right? So, what is Namjuning? Can you guys tell me down in the comments? I'd love to hear what you think Namjuning is, because RM is a pretty special guy, I think. I mean, they're all special, of course, but there's even a verb that was created for our leader, right? And for those of you who don't know, RM, oh, sorry. You know what? I got to close the window because my my granddaughter's out in the back and she's playing and I can't hear. Or actually, yeah, maybe it'll be okay. But if it gets loud, I'm going to run over there and close the window. So RM, also known as Namjoon Kim, was the first member to join BTS, and he is the leader of all, you know, the whole group. He's the one that speaks the most fluent English, although, you know, all other 6 are also taking lessons. So, and, you know, they can all speak English to various degrees, right? And yeah, would love to see what you guys say, what Namjuning is. Yes, brown hair and hazel eyes is the ultimate combination, by the way. Yeah. I think that's so beautiful. Oh. Yes. Oh, you'll be taking your firstborn son. That's so great. He's going to have I bet you he has fun. And I want you to tell me all about it, Patricia, because I bet you he's going to have fun. Okay, so Tara says, I think Namjuning is being in nature, reading, reflecting, and spending quiet time for oneself. Yeah, isn't that, I think that's just gorgeous. I just love that. Your daughter loved Baby Metal when she was in high school, and I enjoyed listening to the. Oh, I'm not familiar with Baby Metal. I'm going to have to check them out when busy mama. So are they heavy metal? I'm imagining. So yes, everyone has beauty. That's so true. So I think Namjuning is, I agree, Tara. I think Maybe also going to museums, um, sort of that time reflecting. I don't know, doing quiet, reflective things, analog things, maybe going to the library, something that I really want to do. But anyways, RM is having, there's an exhibit that's going to be traveling, and he is going to be sharing his collection. I just bought tickets for his exhibit, his traveling exhibit at the SF MoMA, and that's going to be in October. So I just thought I'd, highlight, this traveling exhibit that's going around. And I was a little confused by it because I was like, oh, is he does he do painting and things like that? But he's more of a collector. He's a patron of the arts, and he collects, and he loves, what artists create. So I thought this was really, really cool. And it's been ages since I went to the MoMA, so I'm very excited. Another thing that I'm, going to travel and do alone, so you'll most likely see that in a video coming up. Let's see what else I have. Oh yeah, okay, so I did, let me see if I can find it. I can't read this very well, but it's a first ever museum exhibition featuring artworks from the personal collection of RM, leader of pop royalty BTS. The exhibition brings together 200 works from the collections of RM and SF MoMA, offering a chance to see modern and contemporary Korean artworks in conversation with artworks from around the world. Many of the artworks have never before been exhibited to the public in the US. So I think this is going to be a really great time. I tried to see if I can get on the early showing, and they're totally sold out. So I'm going to be going on a Thursday, which is fine, which is fine for me. You may be a little less chaotic and everything. And there's a YouTuber, her name is Steph, and it looks like she posts shorts like every day, and she's a huge BTS fan. I saw a short where she said that I think she bought like 80 tickets for this SF MoMA exhibit. And so, that's one of the reasons why it's sold out. So, and I think what she does is, I don't know if you guys have heard of her, Steph, I think is her name, but I think she organizes like meetups, like ARMIE meetups, and maybe she might buy big chunks of tickets and things, and then that way ARMIE can sit together. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so that's one. I knew that RM's exhibit was coming, but I didn't realize that tickets became available as of yesterday. So let me check the chat. Yeah, Laura, I agree. Everyone has beauty. Yes. Oh, Wednesday is Minyugi Day. Why is Wednesday Minyugi Day? Is it his birthday? Or is every Wednesday Minyugi Day? It's so great to see Yoongi, at the concerts and everything. He seems so happy. He seems so chill and happy. He looks really healthy, super, super happy for him. They all look healthy and happy, I have to say. Beautiful bunny blessings. Hello, good to see you. I had been to several BTS movie concerts with my daughter and always enjoyed them. But this year I left crying. Oh, my daughter said, "You don't find BTS, they find you." I've fallen and I can't get back up. Yeah, totally. Totally get emotional, right? Oh, yes, Tara, that will be so exciting for me to see RM's curated collection. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be a really wonderful outing. I think I'll be Namjuning, right? I might try to take the ferry over because I'm in Oakland. I need to get across the bay. So I'll either take BART or I'll take the ferry. We'll see. Patricia says, I think, is it Namjuning is having long conversations just about life. Yeah, totally. Oh, did you guys see the podcast or the video where RM was being interviewed while he was laying on the couch? I was like so thrown off by that. I was like, why is RM lying down on the couch? But I loved that interview. I thought it was really great. It made me realize, because I say that I'm a turtle, I think I have a tendency to speak very slowly. And I realized when I was listening to him laying on that couch, answering these philosophical questions, he was speaking very slowly and carefully. Like I could see his mind thinking very carefully about what he was going to say. And I thought, yeah, it's okay. It's okay to speak slowly. So let's see. And yes, Mystic Shining, I'm sure you can Google that and see all the different cities that it'll go to. Oh, okay. Classic Army. I love that. 58 going on 59. Classic Army. I love that. That's a great one. Okay. Milk. I hope since the MoMA show is selling so well, the exhibit goes on tour. I would think so. I would think that it would be going to more places. But is that true, Milk? It's only going to be at the SF MoMA for now? I think it should travel. I think it'll be a hit. Oh, Mari Chris is here. Yay! Hi, Mari Chris. It's so great to see you. Yeah. No worries. No worries. I'm just glad you're here. So Mari Chris says, I love that Yoongi shared his running videos. Oh my gosh, I have to watch those. Mari Chris, do you watch their videos on Weverse or do you watch them on YouTube? I have not downloaded Weverse yet. Do you guys have it? I don't know, if it seems like it's a really good thing to do, I should download it. I'm afraid because, I don't want to start watching JK live stream for 7 hours. I would get stuck. He's something else. He's so awesome. Yeah, there's a reason why he's my bias. He's a little kooky. Oh yeah, Patricia, it's going to be in San Francisco. I don't know if it's going to be at other cities. I imagine it's traveling, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that couch interview, that was pretty awesome. I forget what is something Neuroses is the channel name, and I guess that's her thing. Is she interviews people while they lay on the couch. I didn't check out any of her other interviews though, but she seems like a really thoughtful person, and she's actually fashion neuroses. Yes, she's a fashion designer, which is very interesting, I thought, because she kept asking RM, like, oh, like, what do you think about fashion? What is your favorite, fashion designer and things like that. So what part of the country where the exhibit be in? Yeah, so it should be in San Francisco, so NorCal, and I'm in Oakland. I know that you're down in SoCal, right? So you're going to be going to the SoFi Stadium, and just between us, I am trying to get tickets to go to the to LA with me and my best friend, and it's a little nerve-wracking because I am waiting it out. So, as you all know, that all the tickets are sold out, like at Ticketmaster and things like that. So the only available tickets are in the resale market. So I am looking at SeatGeek right now, and I'm fingers crossed that maybe like a week before the concert that we can get ourselves some pretty good seats, some decent seats. And even if we cannot, even if we have to go to the very tippy top, the highest level, so be it. I think, unless those seats are gone, But it's very stressful waiting, I have to say. And my best friend Denise, she can't wait. She says, no, she goes, she feels too anxious. She goes, I think we should just buy it. And I said, no, I think we should wait. And, and so she goes, okay, Dana, you're in charge of the tickets. I said, okay. And I'm going to feel really bad if I can't get decent seats. Oh, okay. So Milk says, so far it's only San Francisco. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, no wonder it sold out like, right away. That makes sense. But it is going to be it is I think it's going to be there till November or some. Wait, when is it? October 3rd. Oh, to February 7th. So it's going to be at the MoMA for a really long time. And I bought tickets, I believe, for October 8th. I'm planning on trying to get there at 12 p.m. So if anybody, is thinking about going, just let me know. And, we can meet up there and go through the show together. That would be really fun. What I can do is you can always let me know in my comments or whatever. You know what? Actually, here, I'm just going to type in my email address and if anybody decides they want to, go at the same time, we can just meet up and we can go through the exhibit together. Maybe grab some coffee or something afterwards too. Would be great. Let me go through the chat. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Tara, that interview was so good. I agree. He was very reflective and thoughtful. And you could really see him searching for the right words to express his ideas. He's so insightful. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Mystic Shining, you love Weverse, actually. You get their posts. Okay. Are you able to get on to JK's lives so that you can watch Cookie for 7 hours? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't mind actually being on a live, not for 7 hours, but you know, for a little bit. You don't want to watch JK nap for 45 minutes. He cracks me up. He just cracks me up. I just love him. No, every Wednesday is Min Yoongi Day for me. Oh, I love that. I love that, Patricia. I love Wednesdays. They're great. JK is very authentic and funny. Yep. He is. So spontaneous. Okay. Marcus says yes to Weverse. I caught, Jin live the other day. Wow. Ooh. And Taeyang. And Jungkook live too. But I follow them wherever I can. Ooh. Wow. Marcus, that sounds fun. Jin is so funny, isn't he? He's like so funny. He cracks me up. I kind of love the way he has been really having a lot of fun with all the singers. Have you noticed that during the concerts? Like he really, I don't know, plays around a lot with Cookie and Taeyang, right? And it's, I don't know, I find it so fun. Yes, fashion neurosis, Milk, right. Milk, do you watch her channel? Have you watched other, I guess, videos? Oh, where can you get the tickets at? I got my tickets at SF MoMA, the website. And let me see if I can bring that up. SF MoMA. And here it is. Oh my gosh, it goes right on there. Copy. It's the longest link ever. It's funny. Okay, yeah. Let me just go on, turn this page a little bit. Okay. Oh, yes. So they have these kind of like exhibition previews. And so if you don't want to see this, close your eyes. But I was really surprised because they had this Rothko. I guess Namjoon has a Mark Rothko, which is amazing. And I also loved this wooden sculpture here on the right. I thought that was really beautiful, very wabi-sabi, which I love. And I also was very inspired by this photograph below. To me, when I look at this photograph, it's very RM. I don't know, that just reminds me of Namjoon. So really cool. Oh my gosh, Mystic Shining. She's Freud's great granddaughter. Oh, that's so interesting. No wonder she does the whole couch thing. Thank you for letting me know, because I was pretty perplexed about that. Yes, Tara, I hope I can make it too. So you're going on the 1st, was it? September 1st? I think that's what, a Tuesday? Oh, so Patricia, I think, yeah, there's there are tickets, but it's on like StubHub, and I think it's called SeatGeek, and they are resale platforms. That's where I bought my other ticket, where I went to Stanford, because I was on the fence about going, and then what was it? 4 days before the concert, I jumped on to StubHub, and I was able to get my one ticket, and I got a really nice seat. Although I think what happens is Stanford Stadium, I believe, is a little bit one of the more smaller stadiums. Like a lot, BTS goes to a lot of different NFL football stadiums. Well, Stanford is a college stadium, and I think they said that the maximum was 60,000, but they made an exception and increased it to 68,000 for BTS. So, but what I was going to say was the stadium at Stanford, rather than the shape of it being like this, it's more like this. So you're kind of like close to the stage, but kind of like up on top of them. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's a little bit more of like an intimate, it feels a little bit more intimate, I guess, to me. But I wouldn't know because I haven't gone to the other venues. So. Oh, okay. So I need my glasses again. You can wait to buy. Seats always pop up even if you guys are separated. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Very, very true, Marian. Because, I mean, no matter where you sit, even if we're separated, you meet the people that you sit with, you know? And so, yeah, it will be great. I'm trying to like not get too anxious about it though. Let's see. But okay, so Patricia said, but why did he keep having a British accent? It's cute, but I didn't understand. I don't know. I don't know. The thing that I think, and I could be totally wrong, is that like when I go to Hawaii and I talk to my family, I start speaking pidgin English. Or it's kind of like, or if you have family or you visit the South, then after a while you start to have like a Southern accent. I don't know. Maybe that's what I thought, you know, when I was listening to him. But I noticed that even sometimes when I hear him speaking, he'll say certain words that sound a little bit more like a British accent rather than an American accent, which is interesting because he learned English by watching Friends, right? So, oh no. You have an old iPhone. I hate that. I wish they would just allow, technology changes too much. It's annoying. I would watch him sleep, but I missed it. Oh my God. Yeah. What a nut. He's such a nut. I love him. So Patricia, you've watched you've watched Cookie sleep, and he makes cute sounds when he's sleeping. Snoring sounds. Yeah, Jin is great. I love Jin. I don't know. I appreciate Jin so much more now after military. I don't know why. Maybe I just have more exposure to him now. You know, that's probably it. Because I was listening to more of his solo music, which I really like his solo music. I like his sense of humor. Oh, okay. Yes. So, Milk, you watched 3 or 4 interviews. Enjoyed the format. thought it was perfect for Namjuning. Totally. Yeah. You can tell that he was a fan. He's a fan of hers, right? I think he has respect for her. I liked their rapport. That couch thing. Yeah, but Laura, she might be the granddaughter of Freud. So doesn't that make sense now? It totally makes sense to me, even though she's a fashion designer. She's blending her heritage and her career choice, I guess, right? Oh, okay. September 1st. Awesome. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Someone said it's common when you're not speaking your native language, you take on the accent of who you're talking to. The person said they experienced that themselves. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense to me, especially if you're not it's not your native language. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, Laura, he learned by watching Friends. Oh, thank you, One Busy Mama. I do hope oh, yes. Oh, you gotta need to go download some BTS. Have to dash for now. Okay, yes. One Busy Mama, it's so great to see you, and I hope I see you in the next live. Thanks for coming. I keep wondering how they pick their concert clothing. Yeah. I love when they first come out. They come out in their sort of hooligan outfits, I like to say, because they're all wearing black and it's very sort of goth in styling. And they come out and they're so tough looking, like they're not smiling, and they take on this whole persona, which is very, very edgy and cool. I think that's why I have to say I really love how they came out after the military with this new album, Arirang. I just love this album so much. How they went back into their hip hop and R&B roots. And yeah, so I'm super impressed with that album. And when they come out in their all black sort of goth outfits, they look like grown-ups to me. Oh, Jin. Okay, Marcus says Jin tells such sweet stories about the other members in his lives. Oh, I think he said Jimin sounds like a rice cooker when he works out. Holy tomato. That's funny. Yeah, I heard that the other members tried to do Jimin's workout and they just couldn't. It was just too tough. I could see that. Now he talks. Oh, okay. He talks in his sleep. What does he say, Patricia? I wonder. Oh, hi, Sandy. Thanks for being here. I think having her guests lay down has them reflect on in a deeper way, like they relax more into their own thoughts and experiences. Totally. Yes. So that's actually genius, right? I mean, if you can get someone to really open up and, speak their inner thoughts, that's pretty amazing. I wonder if it's also kind of like, how when you take a walk with somebody and you're side by side walking, how sometimes the conversation can be, I don't know, it's a little easier to talk and you can kind of get a little deeper that way. I don't know if it's kind of sort of the same kind of mechanism working, but I also find that interesting. Okay. Oh, let me see what else I got here. Okay. All right. So I thought this might be interesting to chat a little bit about why the Grammys lost out. And I would love to hear your guys' opinion about what happened with this. And I'll give you my my reaction after. I'll read the chat here for a second. That's so funny. He talks in his sleep. Ugh. I wonder if, and then with Jin's live, is he eating? Is he doing that Eat Jin sort of live stream? I think that's fun. I love to watch Jin eat because his mouth is so cute. Like when he chews, he's just too funny. Okay. Okay, I just figured with the couch, RM is a big celeb. It might be unusual and campy to entice him to do the interview on the couch. Yeah, I thought the same thing too, Laura. I thought, wow, you're making RM lay down. And at first, when I saw that, I felt a little bit like disrespect. I don't know if it's disrespect, but yeah, I felt like, you know, it's kind of more respectful for him to be sitting up, comfortably at the same eye level as, the interviewer, things like that. But then I kind of looked on her channel and I saw all her guests were laying down. And then as I was watching the interview, I realized that he actually loves her channel and that the way he was speaking, he seemed very relaxed and very comfortable. So that kind of made me feel better. Like I was worried for him. Like I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had that same feeling. Okay. Yes, very beautiful voice. I agree. She kind of had the same cadence. She spoke very slowly as well, very slowly, softly. And her questions were inviting, so I like that. She had a good way of interviewing. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, their clothing is out of this world. I think they often do wear really, big designer names too. But then also they have, their concert clothes that are probably specially made for them because they move so much. It has to be able to move and look good. Okay, Patricia says that you've heard that the stylist that made those hooligan style clothes for them is a Korean designer. Yeah, it's fantastic. I think it's great. I love the outfits that they come out in. Yeah, I think Jimin sometimes wears the Christian Dior, that long, elegant overcoat. I think it's a velvet coat. I think he wore it to the concert too. He wore it to Dior, to the fashion show, but he also wore, maybe they made him a special one for the concert. I don't know. Laura, maybe she's trying to hypnotize them. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, he usually is arguing, and it sounds like he's arguing with Jen. I don't know who's arguing. I have to look. I feel for the guys on the Grammy mess. Yeah. But they stepped up and realized that they are beyond the Grammys. Look at Cher and others being big, loved by fans, and Grammys don't matter. Yes, Laura, I agree. I feel you because I know it was a goal of theirs. It was a big goal of, for them to win a Grammy, but at the same playing field as everyone else. That's what they wanted, They didn't want to go to a smaller room and be pushed in this little, side room. They wanted to be in the main show, and that totally made sense to me. Let's see. Oh, Jin always eats. And he's so thin. He's very svelte. He eats all the time. I'm so proud of them not going to the Grammys just for the sole purpose because the Grammys are getting pretty evil. Yeah. And I don't think I would even want them to be associated with something so dirty. Yeah, I hear you on that. I hear you, sister. I am so happy that they took a stand and they did it so respectfully. And they didn't argue and, post nastiness and point fingers and things like that. They just let the media come out and, talk about it, right? And really make it an issue, a bigger issue, which it is. It's a big issue. Yeah, Milk says, I think they decided not to validate separate Asian category when it's an obvious attempt to pigeonhole them. Again, funny how the word boycott is being tossed around by others. Yeah. What is your guys' thought about the word boycott? Do you think what they're doing is equivalent to a boycott, or is it something else? I mean, they're not agreeing to submitting arirang. That's what they said. It's not like they said, well, I don't know. The only thing that I've seen from them is that statement, the identical statement that they posted on all their Instagram, so I haven't heard them talk about it anymore. So then I'm wondering, is everything else kind of speculative? Laura says, I think they will eventually win later. Maybe Taylor Swift turning away with multiple awards got the committee deciding to change it up. But they made a mess. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah, Sandy, I agree. It can be so hard and so liberating to give up a dream that is now too limiting. I respect how they posted about their choice. Very respectful. Yeah, Sandy, I agree. I love what you said, that it could be so hard and so liberating to give up a dream that is now too limiting. It's a little off topic, but isn't it interesting that we all might have certain aspirations and goals and dreams, and that we're always, trying to obtain it, and we're always stressing about it. And then finally, when we realize, you know what, maybe that dream isn't for us, and we can let go. I think it's so liberating and so freeing, But anyways, I digress. Yeah, Laura, they don't have to. They're not submitting their album. They're not going to do it. I wondered if, here's the thing that I was wondering. I wondered if the Grammy said, okay, yeah, we take it all back. No, we're not going to do that. If they would change their mind. I kind of feel like they wouldn't, but you know. Okay. Yeah, Tara, just out of curiosity, could they have submitted for the main categories and not the K-pop category? But maybe the award is not a priority anymore in their ability to connect with people via music. Yeah. I have my thoughts on that. Let me see if anybody else has an answer towards that. Yes, BTS is much more than the Grammys. They're bigger. Yeah. Yeah, they did it perfectly. Agree. It's not a boycott because other artists are going to it. If, oh, I see, got you. Then other artists would, yeah. Thank you, Patricia. That's a very, very good point. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, it was for a stand they believed in for themselves, not for anybody else. At this point, I would not submit it. Yeah, it's their choice. Laura, you're a stubborn person. I love that you're stubborn. My daughters are stubborn. Patricia, now I understand. It's not a boycott because a boycott would be urging other artists not to do the Grammys as well. And they didn't say that. They didn't do that. They just said, personally, we're not going to submit our album. And I think that's a really, really good distinction. So thank you for that. Because, you know, I've been seeing, I mean, I would love it if other people decided not to submit their music to the Grammys too, you know, in support of. But I understand that it's not a boycott. So, you know, artists are free to do whatever they want, if that makes sense. So Sandy, I believe that the Grammys can decide to put an artist's work into another category from the one submitted. It has happened to other artists. Yes. That's what I understand as well. And I think Viking, the Viking stubbornness, it's a thing. Love it. Vikings are very in, Laura. I think the thing about it, and that's what the CEO or the head guy at Grammys was trying to say, besides that he was saddened, it is that, you know, artists are free to go ahead and submit to any of the main categories, you know. But my understanding is that from what I think BTS, from BTS's point of view, they've already submitted to the main categories like multiple times, like many times. And, you know, I mean, their biggest, one of their biggest records, I think was B, and they submitted it for record of the year and one of the song of the year, you know, all the different categories. And the Grammys only nominated one thing, and it was for that pop duo thing, you know, which was a very, very crowded category. And so almost setting them up to not win that one. And, you know, not even considering them for the, you know, record of the year and things like that. So BTS and the Grammys have this long history of just being denied and being ignored, you know. So I almost feel like the timing of the Grammys coming out with this Asian pop, best Asian pop category, right when BTS makes their comeback from the military and has this huge, huge album and tour, is kind of like a giant hint to them, you know, that, hey, you got to stay in your lane. That's, I don't know. That's because, you know, me, and I could totally be wrong because, you know, I'm not in their heads. But yeah. Yes, Sandy, I totally agree. I appreciate how this has opened up a larger conversation about the way Grammys are handled. I agree. You know, they won what, best group of the year at the American Music Awards, right? And the reason they won is because it's fan selected. The fans vote. So to me, that is so... Svenny, that's enough. Okay, Svenny is telling me that he wants to eat his dinner. I don't know if you can see. Here, let's see if I can do this. There. You guys can see Sven right there. Svenny, say hi. Say hi to the peoples. Yeah, hi. Yay. What a good boy. Yeah. He's my co-pilot. Laura says, it's so easy for people to take one side or the other. Let's, yeah, so true. Yeah, let them, I think what BTS did, like you all are alluding to, is they opened it up for a bigger, deeper conversation, right? And I think that's so smart of them. Really, really smart. Mark safe from having to watch the Grammys. Thank you, BTS. Yes, we don't have to watch them anymore. That's such a good way to put it. Such a good way to put it. Oh, you thought that was snoring. That was Sven. He does this little whine, tells me, you know, come on, hey, I'm here. Sven. Yeah, it's like any award show that wants to control what people like. Yep. That's why I really like the AMAs, the American Music Awards, the fact that, you know, the fans vote and whoever gets the most votes wins. That seems super fair to me, you know? I like that. Oh, they added a new Latin music award right after Bad Bunny won last year. Yeah. Timing, totally. Totally. Poor Svenny, don't starve. He did have breakfast, so, but yeah, he... Oh, is this Abby Richards? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Abby. Yes, BTS constantly takes the high road. I love that about them. Yes, they're very, very respectful. There's so many things. They are a really great group of people. I admire them. Mari Chris says, Grammys are becoming an anachronism. Sorry, I don't know the word. Don't look to them for what music to like or spend my money on. Totally. Yeah. I think they're obsolete. I think they're absolute, you know. I mean, BTS proves it. And really, the Grammys are controlled by America's big record companies, right? And since, BTS did it without them, they don't want them in the club, right? It's really annoying. Okay, Patricia says, quite honestly, the Grammys only want BTS to come, to the Grammys so they can push up the ratings. Totally. Yep. That's a fact that happened. Yes. They are so far from above the Grammys. They know their value and how much they are loved. Don't need to prove it to ARMIE. Oh, I love that. I do love that. Ratings equals money. Yep. Yeah, they're losing out on a ton of money. Grammys, they lost out. Yes, it's not only BTS. Although BTS, I think some of the other, I think, was it The Weeknd? I don't think The Weeknd won a Grammy. But he had like one of the biggest records or biggest songs, of that year, right? And totally like not even nominated. He didn't even get the nomination. Myeonhae Grammys. I don't know what that means. Myeonhae. Is that a bad word, oh milk? Totally. Awesome. Yeah, so I agree with you guys. I think you said pretty much my feelings, but when they came out with that new category in June, I felt like kind of gut punched. I knew that it was a goal for them, and I wanted it for them. And Arirang it's critically acclaimed, record, and the tour speaks volumes to how much it's loved, right? And when they created that category, I just felt like they're trying to squeeze BTS into a little box, and I hated that. And then when they came out with their statements, I was so surprised, proud of them, but a little part of me was sad because I knew how much they wanted it. That's all. But it's really Grammy's loss. Oh, David Edwards, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed the video. I am so happy that it was so well received. I am also happy because from the comments that I got, I felt like people can really relate to my experience, and it resonated with them. I had so many people say that they went and bought tickets, or that they are going to go and, to the theaters and watch them, or just saying, if I were more mobile, I would totally go. And so that just, it made me feel so good. It really did. If I had no idea that so many people had that feeling, like, I would go, but I didn't have anybody to go with, and I was nervous about going alone. And, I'm just here to say that you can definitely go alone. I don't know the area that you guys, live in, and the stadium, SoFi, I believe, is in, I don't know, where is it? Inglewood, maybe? Which traditionally is not the super safest area in the world, but, definitely the closed area is fine. So, definitely be careful if you are traveling alone. But once you're there, no problem. It feels like you're with family, and you'll feel so comfortable, and the energy there's nothing like it. And the thing that I kept saying to myself over and over is, I can't believe that's them in real life right down there. Like, I'm so close to them. They're real people. And they sound incredible. It's a beautifully put together show. The big screen is huge. You can see everything. Part of me wishes I was down on the floor. That would have been really, really fun, but it's okay. It's fine. It's too much down there, maybe, but maybe if I could be there for like an hour, that would be great. Yeah. David, have you gone to see any of the concerts? Oh, Leah Salonga. Yes. She's been to I've heard her do I think an interview, and she did say she is a huge BTS fan. That's so awesome. I love that. Yes. We're fans here. My daughter is married to someone who is Filipino, so my granddaughters are half Filipino. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just check the chat. I'm going to check the chat, and then I think Sven is telling me that he really wants to eat, so. Oh. Mystic Shiny. Yeah, the only reason I cared about the scammies is because BTS did. Yes. Yes, so for them. Yeah. I agree 100%, 100%. It's like an honorary Emmy instead of the big one, like sitting at the kids' table instead of the main table. Yeah, that's what I felt like. I totally felt like the kids' table. Oh. Yeah, David, have you been to a concert? And if so, what city? I can't recall on that video. Was there a lot of audience screaming? Many other videos are just packed with the screaming. Yeah. I think I was screaming the most out of my section. And you can kind of hear it in my footage, What I did hear the BTS chant too when they did Mic Drop, which was really, really cool. So I was able to capture that on video. And I do think Stanford was after Mexico concerts. And Mexico, when I was watching the Mexico concerts, that's really what pushed me over and said, I have to go. Because I was so proud of Mexico's army, like really just being there to support, our guys. I felt like I needed to do my due diligence and I needed to go and support, our guys from, Northern California. But we had a small stadium. It was outdoors too, so I think the noise just kind of travels upwards and outwards, but otherwise, my section wasn't very loud. I was screaming though. I was hoarse. Yeah. Leia Salongas, she's amazing. Oh, David, not yet. Okay. Yeah, the thing about it is they just came back and there's so much more music in them. I think there's going to be many more concerts to come, right? So I like to think of it that way. So there's a lot of time for us. Yeah. Yeah, David, I hope you get to go sometime. It's a really nice experience. But the other thing is we get so many fan cams, and some of them are really, really good. I think they really capture the concert in a really good way. So, we have YouTube, which I love. I love YouTube. Yeah, beautiful bunny blessings. I feel like their military time away represents the Silver Army's time away from their selves. Yes, that's beautiful. We took time to focus on family, and then we are back and to having to find ourselves. Like BTS, we change. I hear you. That's so lovely. I think, yeah, like I said, with the second half of life, we're in transition, and it's like the best years are to come in a way, I think. One other thing I want to just mention, because I think this was the big draw for me with BTS, is their big, the concept of love yourself. That is huge to me. And I had never really heard of a musical group who sort of championed that concept. And I really needed to hear that, back in lockdown. I thought that was so huge. And every time I would hear anything about love yourself or self-love, I would get teary-eyed, so it really hit me. And, the fact that they went to the UN and they had that speech was really important. Oh, take care. Oh, okay, yes, David, thank you. Yeah. I always have Jesus take care of me. Yes. Yes, that's wonderful. You're not a crowd person. Yeah, yeah. I hear you on that. It is a very big crowd. And if you don't like crowds, it's so easy to find them on YouTube. So no worries there. Oh, yeah. I hope they expand on their songwriting. I feel like singers have something to say and music is their vehicle. Yes, they do. They write most of their songs. But I think with the Arirang, it became a little bit of a group effort. But I think the main songwriters, I may be wrong, but are RM and Suga, and maybe J-Hope as well, I think. And then the singers, the other 4 guys, contributed to the songs, in certain ways, whether it was a hook, a chorus, a melody, so it's really fascinating. The creative process that they go through to create their music is pretty amazing. Now, with their solo work, I know with JK, I don't think he wrote the music, but not all performers have to write their music, and he did an amazing job on his solo album. Hi, Mitch. Good to see you. You're going to Chicago? Oh, in a couple weeks. Woo! I'm excited for you. Chicago is going to be amazing. I know it. When I went to Stanford, I sat in front of, on the train, 2 women who flew in from Chicago. They came to Stanford because they said they couldn't wait. They wanted to see an early concert, and they were going to do 2 days at Stanford, and one of the days they were able to get VIP tickets. So that's pretty cool. So they're, and then they're going to be there at Chicago as well. So really, really super nice, wonderful people. And I was able to walk to the stadium with them too. That's exciting. Let me know how you like the concert, Mitch. I'd love to hear all about it. Susie, so excited to go with my 31-year-old daughter to see BTS in LA. Yay! I hope I'll get to meet other Silver Army too. Yes. So if I do get tickets, I will let you guys know. And then, maybe they'll be like, I don't know, it's huge. Maybe we can somehow see each other. That would be fun. Really fun. Oh, Mary Chris is going to D1 Chicago. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, Mary Chris, you're going to have to tell me everything. I want to know it all. I want to know your outfit. I want to know, are you going to bring freebies? Are you not going to bring freebies? All of that. Just love to hear it. And Mari Chris and Patricia, we have to get together in the membership, and let's get together in the Wabi Sabi Cafe and talk story. I'd love to hear, from you guys. And that's something that we do in the membership, is that we get on a Zoom call and we can just chat and talk about, whatever's on our mind. So, would love to hear all about your upcoming concert days or nights. Yeah, I hope it'll be cooler too. Oh, day 1. Mitch is going day 1. Several other Silver Army channels have posted about comments on their site about acting their age. I'm glad I never got that memo. Yeah, I got that. Early on. And I did choose to ignore that. I mean, how is our age supposed to act? Really, I think we're all grown-ups. We can act the way we want. And, and the thing about it is, music is ageless, right? Music is ageless. We can like whatever kind of music we want to like. And, I mean, I was even kind of embarrassed about, being a BTS fan, because, they're young men. And it's like, am I fangirling over these, very handsome young men. Is it weird? And I'm like, I'm not blind, you know? It's like, you know, who said they're going to marry all 7 of them? Was it you, Patricia? I'm not going to marry any of them. I don't know. So true. Yeah, Mitch, are you from Michigan? Let's see. On the 5th. On the 5th. 5th is a Saturday, right? Okay. I have not bought tickets yet. I am still waiting for them to go down because they're just going up and up and up. And I think I'm going to wait for the last week or two to really think about pressing the buy button. So I'll let you know. I'll definitely, so I will definitely, if it's not in a video, it'll be in a community post. And so, you know, we can try to see if it's even possible to meet up. But that would be great to meet you. Oh, okay. Oh, Mitch is from Chicago. I want to go to Chicago. I really do. I think what is it? The pizza and the architecture, right? I'm sure. And I think the Chicago Art Museum. Myron Chris says, I'm not crafty, waiting for freebies from Etsy so I can share with people. Oh, that's so awesome. I went to the concert and I didn't know anything about freebies. And it was hard because I got 2 really great keychains and I felt so bad because I didn't have anything to give to them. So this time, Denise and I are going to figure something out. So yeah. Mari Chris, what were the freebies? I'm so curious. Maybe you could show us at the Wabi Sabi Cafe when we do our little meetup. I'd love to see them. If we meet before you go to the concert. Yoongi, marry me. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. He gets the biggest cheers, Yoongi. It's like the whole stadium rocks, you know? It's so funny. I think people relate to him. He just, he shares his heart so much, you know? They eat a lot. Yeah. They're always, if they're not performing and goofing off, they're eating. Oh, you're making butterflies that are magnet. Oh, I love that. How wonderful. The Art Institute. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to go. Where would you like, Patricia? Where would you? Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. For me personally, I ended up going in sweatpants and I was so happy. So my vibe that I was going with was kind of like streetwear, you know? So I wore my Adidas sweatpants and then, yeah, so my vibe was a little bit like mic drop looking. But people dress all different ways when, you know, at the concert. The young women all wear short skirts. I was like, dang, is mini skirts are back in style? They're in style big time. And all the young ones, short skirts. So that was interesting. Okay, Sven. Okay, yes, I'm going to have to go. He's pawing me. I could talk all night to you guys. Yeah, I would dress like the guys, dress comfy. Yeah, you're doing black and red. That's great. Yep. I actually, I created an emblem. It says Silver Army and it has BTS on the inside, and I'm making a t-shirt. So I think, shh, I'm coming. So I think I'm going to wear my t-shirt. So, either that, but then I actually ordered an arirang t-shirt. So I have choices. But yes, I believe you should dress comfy. Wear something comfortable. You can wear whatever you want. And what I did was I layered. I wore, I think, a sweatshirt, and then I had a t-shirt underneath. And I had a very thin jacket, I think. So I had layers because we were outdoors. So, yeah. But yeah, so guys, I have to go. Sven definitely wants to eat and go outside. I had the best time though. And Patricia, thank you so much for gifting the 10 memberships. You're a rock star. Thank you to everyone who came here. So happy to just talk story with you. And I don't know, let me know if you'd like to do this again, because I would really love to. So maybe what I'll do is, after this, I'll follow up with a community post, and you guys can let me know if maybe next month or something, we can do another BTS live. Yeah, because I had a great time. So anyways, take care, you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? All right. Thank you. Yeah, King Sven has spoken. He's spoken for the last half an hour. All right. Bye, you guys. Take care. Have a great night.